Greetings. My name is Oni, also known as the Space Demon, also known as the Ethereal Samurai, also known as the Dragon in South Chicago. And this is my compadre, my homie, professional footwork expert, professional slingshot master, sharpshooter. Don't fuck with that man. Don't fuck with this man here. Don't fuck. You see them eyes? I wouldn't fuck with that man. We are OHNI and Rising DIETY today. It's usually a much bigger outfit, but I felt like I wanted to do something a little bit more intimate this time, you know, a little bit more intimate, a little bit more bass guitar and drum guitar. I am running off of 2 hours of sleep. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal to be here. I love all of you. I love myself. I love JZTV. But we gon' get into it. We're gonna play a few tunes, gonna explore a little bit. I just want you to kind of close your eyes, you know, and just pretend that we getting ready to go to space. Not with Jeff Bezos. Not with Jeff. Well, we going in our own spaceship. We ain't going in the Amazon spaceship. Well, it's basically just Dr. Evil's giant penis ship, dog. That's what the fuck it is. But I had talked enough shit. I'm gonna go ahead and get my act ready. It's called Black Holes. zap, zap, zap the boot. Just all the comic noises. That was fun. This is fun. It's already fun. I am enjoying myself. I just been trying to get more comfortable talking and being on stage and being in front of people and just showing myself off, having fun. That first joint was called Black Holes. It's off of my first project called The Sky Mother. You can find it on streaming services and on Bandcamp. And I hope you enjoy that little ride. That was a fun little ride to record. It took like a year, and it's like these joints be taking a lot to, get up into them. But we gonna keep it moving. And this next joint is just gonna kind of be a little improv session, a little drum and bass exploration, a little conversation. So a lot of this will be random, but the fun part about it is that whatever happens, it'll be my first time seeing it too. Look at that. Look at that. that was fun. That was cool. If you know anything about OHNI and OHNI and RIZING DIETY, we get bored doing the same thing for too long. So I like mixing it up. I like twisting it up. I like making margaritas. Margaritas being songs. You know. So yeah, that was just a little improv jam. That was the JZTV improv jam. Every show and festival, concert's gonna have their own improv jam. It's gonna be a different thing. Gonna be a grab bag of goodies and surprises and I like high chews. I think they're better than Starburst. The high chew, them like Japanese candies. Them mugs are so good, bro. Like my niece been giving me and hey, it's better than Starburst. You know what else is as good as Starburst? This next song. It's called that was a terrible segue. This next song is a new one actually. It's gonna be on the album that I'm working on right now, to be released at a later date than now and stuff. I'm silly. It's a joint that I basically came up with, because I feel like it's going to become a very overheard thing to say, like, oh, I was in COVID, I was in pandemic, I was at home all the time, and I made this thing because I was at home all the time. This is one of them things that I made because I was at home all the time. And it's called Comprehension, because I believe that, a lot of us were shown how to comprehend ourselves, comprehend the world at large, comprehend how some people in high places and in big chairs feel about themselves, feel about, what kind of power they have, and how so many things feel and seem like a lot of, everything's about the dollar bills, y'all, and I feel like it was a test for a lot of us to kind of remember who we are in the midst of all the chaos and, just learn to tap into that higher self, that higher being that we have inside all of us. Our rising deity. Hey, look, I said the thing. Oh my God, it's a cameo appearance from the rising deity. The rising deity is actually you. So this song is called Comprehension. That one was called Comprehension, and I hope you comprehended that shit. Why, thank you, sir. Thank you. My band is so kind to me. People like me so much. I'm a very likable person. I want to think. I don't know. That's chill. Oh, man, this has been real fun. This has been real fun, but all great things must unfortunately come to an end. You know, we all got lives to live. That's George Clinton. Our mothers and our fathers, they had lives to live. And today is proof that mistakes were made. I joint always make me cry a little bit. All right, this last joint is called Fluidity. I am actually a martial artist of about 18 years, and one of my idols, not only as a martial artist, but just as a human being, is Bruce Lee. And this song is based off of his philosophy of being like water, flowing like water, you know, not allowing things to box you in and to be malleable, you know. And I think that that's a message that this world has to offer, you know, with the overabundance of options, the amount of, you know, things that there are to just do and say and talk about, and all the things that are coming to light, you know, in history with all the stuff about critical race theory and everything like that. It's really easy to, you know, turn and look in one way and look in another way and, you know, feel confused, like, what do I do? Where do I go? What do I try to, you know, but you just gotta be formless. You gotta, you know, mold yourself around all the things that you think are out to destroy this place, destroy you, you know? So this one's called Fluidity. Sweet. Yeah! Yeah! Thank you all for joining me, seriously. All playfulness and stupid ass jokes aside, you know, it's really great to be able to, it's a blessing to be able to perform and do anywhere with all this fucking shit going on, man. It's like, it seems like there's no real actual end in sight, but hopefully you got something, you got some peace out of this, you were able to vibe for a second and just forget about the world, you know, that's what we need sometimes, you know, just forget about the world, forget about our responsibilities, forget about work shifts we got coming up. Yep, I'm telling on myself a little bit, it's cool. But I hope y'all had fun, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I love y'all, like, for real. Like, even if I don't know you, I love you, and I want everything for you. So go get that shit. Peace and love, peace and blessings, and don't miss the toilet seat. Don't miss the toilet seat. Don't miss. Just make sure you actually get in the toilet. Whatever you're trying to get in the toilet. I'm not gonna judge you. Yeah.
You mind letting people know if they got questions they want to talk to us? We'll put the chat up on the screen.
I mean, yeah. If anybody out there listening, watching, you know, and you got some stuff you want to ask about the band, or, you know, martial arts, spirituality, any of that stuff, you know, that's my angle. I am an esoteric practitioner. You know, my wife and I do moon meditation every month, and she does a lot of spiritual content on her stuff, you know, so I talk about astrology a lot, I talk about numerology, I talk about, like, all of these things kind of fit into this whole rising deity stew, you know, because it's a lot, it's a band, but it's also kind of a mythology that's being written around me.
What is it? Is it One Night in Hollywood? Or the one with
The Quentin Tarantino one?
Yeah, with Brad Pitt.
I'm not a fan of how he chose to portray Bruce. Honestly, he kind of made him a punchline. I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah.
Right on.
I haven't really fucked with Tarantino.
Once upon a time in Hollywood.
I haven't fucked with Tarantino that hard in a little minute, honestly.
Agreed. Same. This is all great content. I'm gonna leave all this in.
Huh?
This is all great content. It's all coming through. Just so you know, this is on. We're on.
All right.
Sweet.
But you know, I'll do like the intro as it is.
I'm walking on sunshine. Oh, I'm gonna feel who? Yeah.
So, Oni Rising Deity.
Oni and Rising Deity.
And Rising Deity. Thank you. Thank you.
It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You got to say the whole thing the way that it's said. The way that it's said.
All right. This was excellent.
Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly.
There was so I've had you both here before with Jarman.
Mm-hmm. Hey, how's it going, Charmin?
Yes.
Congratulations on the baby.
Yes.
The baby. The man and the lady, they have a baby.
I'll be home soon.
You better get home, Dad. You better get home. Baby needs some milk.
Yep.
My fault.
This was almost all of it was like improv, or did you guys get together and write?
Well, one of them was completely improv. You know, I've been trying to get more into doing that kind of thing because, you know, sometimes it can get, for me, I get bored doing the same thing too much, you know.
Yeah.
So like a lot of times, a lot of the songs that I play don't sound the same 2 times in a row, you know.
Yeah.
You hear the recording version, then you hear the live version, then you hear a drum and bass version, you hear a full band version. You know, I've come to places with dancers. You know, I'm actually training up my I call them my battle maidens. They're kind of like my performance martial artists.
This is capoeira, or
they do some capoeira, some karate, some and a few other arts that I'm kind of like mixing around just to kind of create a little vibe. You know, I like the idea of people coming to listen to us and watch us, and, you know, getting to get a little martial knowledge, get a little spiritual knowledge. You know,
yeah.
Get to know themselves a little bit better.
That's awesome. I started doing the interviews after we had Charmin play.
Mm-hmm.
Now, was this how long have you guys been playing music together?
5 years.
Yeah,
now?
something like that. Yeah, like I think I started playing with Paris for in another band, Attack the Sound. What's going on, Davo?
Cool.
Yeah.
What was that?
I mean, it was it's chai pops, a lot of pop, a lot of rock, a variety of different things that they were doing, and that they still out here, But I started with him there back in like 2017.
Okay.
I want to say, and then I really messed with how Paris played, so I was just like, yo, I'm trying to get my own project together and start doing some shows. You down?
I initially met OHNI years ago, just being out in the city and stuff.
Yeah.
And we ran into each other on the bus a lot.
On the
if I recall.
CTA.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was weird actually how often I ran into him on the bus,
Yeah.
But
That's some fate.
I don't believe in coincidences.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Right on, you aligned on the bus.
pretty much. Hey man,
will do that.
you'd be surprised what kind of things align on that. I call everything after about 9:45 a.m. on the red line hobo karaoke hours.
Yeah. Okay.
'Cause that's that time when everybody want to preach, everybody want to sing, everybody selling Lucy's.
Yeah, true. The first time I ran into Lucy's, I was in San Diego playing a show, and I grew up on the south side over by like Midway Airport though.
Okay.
And but I never heard of no Lucy's until I came out there and they were like, $5 for $1, and I was like, what?
Hey man, that's I'm finna say $5 for $1. Where?
It was like 2003 though. So,
Not that I smoke cigarettes, that's gross, but I don't judge people who do.
you got to know things. It's
Yeah.
Commerce is a whole language unto itself.
Very true.
So you just had a baby.
Yes.
Congratulations, Paris.
Yes. We just had a little girl. She is 3
Yay!
weeks old. She is amazing. Her name is Rain.
Rain.
Yes.
Purple rain, purple rain. No.
How's everything going with that?
Everything's going awesome. Like I was speaking about earlier, we had an amazing home birth. I do recommend people today, look into it. Even if it's something that you don't want to go right into, I would say at least just do your research. There are a lot of people in the world, women and men, that specialize in the medical side and the holistic side of birth. You have your doulas, you have your midwives. We were fortunate enough to meet a team of doula and midwives here in Chicago that literally walked us through the entire process.
Wow.
It's way more comfortable than being in a hospital, and it cost a lot less.
Oh yes.
A lot less.
Oh yes.
But
Save your money, turkeys.
man, and it was really personal. They got to know us as we got to know them.
Right.
It wasn't just like a doctor's visit, and like the next visit you see like another doctor you don't even know, and
Right.
they don't even know your charts and all kinds of stuff.
Right.
It's like they were with us every single step of the way, and our birth was amazing. And they keep up with us even today. Baby Rain's at home with the wifey, with Charmin. Hey, like I said, I'll be home soon.
That becomes number one priority, doesn't it? Though.
Yeah.
You better had.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome. That's so awesome.
Go Sox. We're going to see you guys Sunday.
Cool. Cool.
Hey, Sox. I used to work up in there.
Yeah.
I used to work in there in Cubs Park and Soldier Field.
Yeah.
Yep. What are you going to be doing next with OHNI and Rising Deity?
Well, actually, now that you ask, on August 29th, we are playing the Porch Festival.
Where's that?
That's out in Ravenswood Park, ain't it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Outside?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Have you played any inside gigs since all this stuff happened?
No.
Haven't?
Actually, no. Mostly just streams and like that's it.
Yeah.
We haven't been all the most active just because of my financial situation and all that. Like that's oh my god, another person from COVID had financial problems and
Yeah.
But it was pretty nuts. I couldn't do anything for a little while.
For sure. Well, who else? What other streams were you on? Like anyone you want to shout out, or you've been cheating on me?
I mean, I did a one stream over out with my friend Ollivander Swamp,
Alright.
over at the Swamp House over in Pilsen.
That was
Cool.
pretty cool.
What do they
And-
What do they do?
Huh?
What do they do with their stream? Like, is it just like could you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay. It's a situation a little bit similar to this one, but a lot more intimate. You know, it's in his apartment and all that.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was a really chill vibe and a hangout. It came out really like because that was one of them shows where I was trying some new stuff. I like trying new stuff every once in a while because you never know what sticks and all that.
Yeah, of course.
So I had tried doing an Instagram live with like an iRig. And it came out so bit crushed.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yep.
but it's tech is weird, man. You know,
But shout out to the guys that were with us that
seriously,
day.
yeah. I was such a banging band. You know, I got my guy Paris here. You know, but I also got another drummer. I got keyboard player, a couple of guitar players.
Shout out to Kai. Shout out to Wes.
Shout out to Kai, shout out to Wes, shout out to Eric Novak, shout out to Zach Bainselbo who plays keys with me and also mixes and masters our records and
Cool.
shout out to Del Marie, shout out to my girls Brienne and Danielle, my battle maidens.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But I mean, it's a big family outfit. It's a rising deity. It's a literal God manifesting itself on stage.
That's awesome. What are you gonna? The thing that you're playing in Ravenswood, is that gonna be? Have you decided who's gonna play or like how that's gonna work yet, or is it just kind of free form and you just get it going as it comes?
In terms of like what, like the band that we're playing with, or?
Yeah.
I mean, for that situation, you know, it'll probably be a little bit bigger, a little bit more elaborate. I got more of the band actually coming on to do stuff, and I'm seeing about the dancers and everything like that too. You know,
Right on.
That's the really cool thing about the music, because it can be broken down to, you know, minimalistic, as
essentials.
you can see, the two-piece we are today,
Yeah.
to like a big band. And I think the largest ensemble we've had was probably about a 5-piece.
Yeah.
But if you dig in this guy's mind, I mean, he's talking about, you know, adding more percussionists and another bass player, but it fits so well. Like, if you can understand and like really have a concept of the arrangements of the music that we have, it has so much space and potential. Even where it is right now, it's like it's like church in a way. If I could, you know, put it in some kind of stanza, it kind of just goes like you were saying, like, you know, it very well. I mean, I know the idea for the ensemble, you know, we're probably going to have more the full band for that.
Okay.
But as time goes on, you know, things happen and stuff, and I feel like we don't allow that to kind of run down on us, but use what we have. You see that a lot in church. But initially, for this next show, hopefully we will have the full ensemble.
I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, the full experience. It is
Yeah.
it is out of this world, seriously.
Like the stripped down version
Literally.
is great. Like, it's, you know, but you guys play very well together, and like the communication, like the silent communication while you're playing is excellent. Like, I can, you can pick up on that.
No matter what situation or band it is, the drums and the bass are the core of the entire operation. You know, if they aren't in sync and they don't sound good, then just throw the whole band away.
Kind of, yeah.
Just throw the whole band away.
Yeah. Well, that's where you get into things where it's like you have to have a really good understanding of, just like if you're doing like pop music, you got to know where the turn is and where the hook is, and you know where the bridge is.
One of my favorite examples of that situation is I also play bass for a funk artist named Tamari T. And his stuff is like, it's like everything he puts on top of it is really weird and wacky and crazy, but at the core of all of it is it's that hitting on the one and making sure that it stays steady, because if it ain't steady, he will turn around and be like, okay, everybody stop, go home, this band's over, I'm going to go sleep inside for the next year, like fuck this band. Like, it's gotta really be tight sometimes, you know.
Oh, of course.
And it's one of the things I like about Paris is that he keeps everything nice and steady and tight. Like you could put a fucking ribbon on it. Just it's just packed so tightly.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, for real. I would like to see it expanded. When you play that show, I'm going to try to make it because I want to see what that sounds like as it's expanded onto. You said 5 members possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that would be awesome.
Love to have you. Love to have anybody who sees this and wants to come through. Come kick it. It's outdoors in case you're afraid a little skirty skirt of that Rona.
What's the date again?
August 29th. I believe that we play at 3.
Look out on social media.
Look it up on social media.
We'll be posting.
I will be posting around and talking about it.
Well, afternoon works for me. That's perfect for me.
Yep.
So that's
it is
great.
an afternoon show.
Yeah. What are you gonna do after that? Like, are you recording stuff? Are you gonna be like working on videos or anything like that?
I'm currently working on a couple of music videos for my first project.
Cool.
And I'm working on my debut upcoming album. And I'm just kind of messing around with the feel of that and the situation. I'm putting together kind of a little short comic book to kind of go with it. I've also been getting very deep into writing books and writing poetry and stuff like that.
Dope.
So, I don't like just releasing music. I like for it to be an experience. I like for somebody to be able to collect something. For somebody to, I'm a nerd. I'm a dork. You know what I'm saying? So I like going home with a really cool looking CD case and a book or being able to download something because I listen to all the tracks right. Little Easter eggs.
Well, it's the immersion, right? That's what you're into. That's the thing that you like about the stuff that you think that you're nerdy about. It's just that those are the things you get into, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's because they give you an immersion, something to get into and dive into.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to do that with your music, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's the one thing that a lot of the stuff that I play, it's like hardcore and punk rock and all that, and it's a lot of samey same. There's always kind of 1 to 3 vibes that you could choose, and that's kind of the way it goes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There's not a lot of variety in there. But I enjoy it because it's high energy music and it's fun to play, and it's the crowd of people they're all pretty.
Can't beat it.
Yeah. They're all cool people, you know what I mean? They're progressive mindset. It's a good kind of crowd. So that's where I like to be. But I wish that it had more of what you're talking about, where you're diving into different ideas and trying to just incorporate, you're saying, visuals and reading. No one's writing punk rock books except for old heads that are writing about back in the day when they were on tour. You know what I mean? And, that's cool, but that's a different experience. You know what I mean? Than what you're talking about. I'm excited to hear it and see it.
I think that's the really brave part. Initially, not to put what we do in any type of lane or genre, but there's a lot of jazz influence, there's a lot of prog influence, there's a lot of metal influence and rock. With all of that, and we're here in Chicago.
Yep.
This city has been a mecca for those genres, for years, and honestly, a lot of people will argue the birthplace. And even today, you still have a lot of bands that stand firm in those lanes. I think what makes this project really cool is that we've been able to take those and really just be brave to see how far we can reach, outside of that, but still, giving, the people initially what they want,
right,
but expounding their minds to something new.
Yeah.
I said that's the entire point of the project.
Yeah. And sometimes you kind of run into walls with, I guess, with demographics. But the ones who really, really want to hear that new shit, that new
want to hear
feel,
something different,
they really cater to you as an artist, and I think it's best to find those people within your journey in this industry or whatever.
Very well
cater
said.
to them.
Absolutely.
Find your crowd. Don't try to get everyone else's. Don't try to pander.
Exactly.
I'm not a big fan of pandering.
Right on. Yeah, that's a big part of what I'm doing too. Like it's part of why I invited Charman, and why after I had the experience of playing. Is that, I don't know, Charman? Like, I don't know how to say it right.
I made it sound kind of Frenchy baguette-y.
That's what I thought I was supposed to say.
Charman.
But like, by having the experience of having that group play, it was like an instant, like I loved it, and I wanted to have more, and I wanted to have you on. And there's like, you know, these bands that, like I said, like I'm hardcore and punk rock, but like I had like a emo-y kind of like sad, like kids, like 17-year-olds playing like the Cure kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and like I'm loving the fact that I could have them, have you. Next week I'm having another awesome band come here. You know what I mean? Like it's constantly this like rotation where, but all of it's kind of building together. I've got bands that have played here that are all playing shows together now.
Nice.
And they met through, JZTV, yada yada. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, not that I'm like taking the credit for it, but it's just the fact that it's like you're saying, the individual crowds and pandering to individual crowds. I like the fact that you're trying to break through and do something that's on your own, that's fresh, that's like, you know, you're not like pushing like some crazy boundaries, but you are pushing boundaries. You know, but you do have that foundation in there too that just makes it like, I don't know, like it's just good to listen to. Like when we were doing the practice set before we came in, you know, before we went live with it, like that was the highlight of my week, you know, just like listening to you guys play, because I knew that you knew it wasn't live and you were just playing for each other, and it was just like, you know, it's a different vibe, right? Like when you're in rehearsal versus when you're playing live. And like that vibe just went straight into me. It was just like, oh yes, you know.
It went into us too. I mean, it's also probably Muggs being pent up. You know, I ain't got to play that much in the last year. You know what I'm saying? So every show lately has just been like, oh my God, I have a chance. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, like.
This is why that boost compressor works really well.
But nah, man. Overall, with this ensemble, you gotta learn how to let go. You honestly. You like, I know it's like a cliche term, but you gotta let go and let God.
Yeah. Know when to fold.
Honestly, yeah.
Know when to walk.
Nah, man, and just my personal experience, even just being with this band, I have learned how to let go.
That's cool.
If that makes sense to a lot of people.
You better have, motherfucker.
Whatever type of situations and problems you guys are facing, you know, learn how to let go.
Yep.
Learn how to let go and
it's
walk into the things that you have in control of.
It's always easier to let go than it is to hold on.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, but the thing is, it's like the people don't have a good sense of what they truly have control over. And like really what it comes down to is your own thoughts and your own actions. And some people would even say you don't have control over your own thoughts. That like all you really have is control over your reaction to the things that travel through your brain. You know what I mean?
Damn. Yeah.
Like that's where at least there's guys that I play music with that are real into like you know, like you were talking about meditation earlier. Like actual, like, you know, like they've got groups where they get together and they talk about all this stuff, and it's like, you know, I don't want to get the names wrong, so I'm just gonna leave it, but you know what I mean? It's just like meditative groups. And that's, you know, I've sat in some of that stuff, and that was like a huge kind of like, you know, I take it seriously because it was a peer of mine, someone who I really, you know, enjoyed his music when I was younger, so I sat down and like listened to him instead of like listening to some like, you know, some dude who's just like, yeah, you know, like this and that, you know, about philosophy. It's like I listen to his philosophy a lot deeper, and that was the main thing that I took away from it. You know, it's just like that whole thing about thoughts and actions, but really it's your thoughts are not even yours. Yeah. You know, but like people will try to control all kinds of things that are external to themselves, and it's a struggle and it's a waste of energy kind of. Yeah. You know, and like you hurt yourself doing that, you know.
Yeah, all of the answers to the majority of problems that you have, you know, lie inside of you. So a lot of us just don't know that. You know, we get we get fed everything about what to do and who to be every single day. You know, especially in a social media age where everybody's basically putting up highlight reels of everything that's good about their lives to look good and get followers. You know, but not a lot of that stuff is not real. You know, a lot of those people are not those people are not they're not the same person that they present themselves on as. You know, well, when they're posting on their social media, you know.
Yeah, that's a character.
I feel like I want to tap into people's true humanity. You know, this situation is a journey of spiritual self-exploration for me, and I want it to also be that for the listeners.
Yeah,
There it is.
that's awesome. Is there anything else that you want to put out, like message-wise? Like, what is the band trying to say or do? I mean, what you just said was very well said, but that's what kind of got me on the mindset of that. Like, is that what you're?
Well, once again, the Rising Deity. Rising Deity is not my band. Rising Deity is me. It's him. It's you. It's everyone who listens. You know, it's a message that, you know, God exists inside of us and not outside of us. You know, we're the ones who are in control of what happens to this world. We're in control of what happens in our lives. You know, and we need to step into that power more so than we ever have. You know, we live in a late capitalist society, and you know, AI is getting more sophisticated. Robots are getting more sophisticated. You know, people are going to start questioning what consciousness is. People are going to start questioning what's real and what's fake, who's real and who's not. You know, and it's very important for us to learn our authentic voices, to learn who we are on the inside.
Don't sleep on yourself.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Is there anything in closing that you guys want to promote or put out there, or anything at all?
If you're having any barbecues, invite me so I can come. I'll come. I'm gonna come eat all your food, and I'm gonna come tip over all your tables, and you know, all of that. I'm gonna kick your goat. That's my closing message.
Yeah.
Let's go home.
OHNI and Rising Deity.
Hey guys, go listen to our music.
Go listen to our music. Nah, for real.
All streaming platforms.
I love y'all. Like, for real. You know, I hope that you're having a wonderful summer, and I hope you're avoiding this Delta variant and all that other stuff, man. I hope you're having fun, because it's Lollapalooza right now as I am talking. You know, I hope you're having fun at Lollapalooza. I hope you're having fun just with your life and with your existence, and your parents aren't nice narcissistic a-holes and d-bags, and I hope that your life is well.
Hey, it was a pleasure having you guys.
It was a pleasure being here, sir.
Really
It was a pleasure
awesome.
being here.
It was awesome. We'll do it again
Always.
soon.
Oh yeah.
Most deaf.
Like, and I want to see. I don't think we could fit the dancers in here.
Well, we could definitely bring some more instrumental peep stuff.
We're gonna bring some fairies.
We gonna do exactly that. They gonna have fairy wings.
They gonna dance.
They gonna be raw.
Awesome. Well, yo, Rising Deity, thank you very much for coming.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
First person daps.
All right. Cool. Thank you so much, guys.
Hell yeah, man.
I don't know what it is about when I walk away from the mic, every single band dances. You can dance. I mean, I'm not even done until he's done. There we go. There we go.